Hey, welcome to another fucking part. God, I'm still doing this shit. So, Neptunia, we have like 4 events. Great. Fucking fantastic. Oh wow, it's a lot of talking. Alright, I'll go ahead and look through Shaker and Cat and Wondrous Chef. And fuck, I can't deal. I cannot deal. This game has been nothing but pain to me, honestly. I hate the whole fucking thing. Including Mario here. Just get the fuck out of here, Mario. Also, I can see that History is here. Who, I know it's Histoire, but I'm so used to just calling her History. Oh look! A chat-specific fucking quest! Amazing! Which means I have to go ahead and try to do it right now. At least I have a chat-specific quest right now, for once. Let's go ahead and try to beat it, at least. I just have to look and see what Blazing Ore is. Takes me a few attempts, but eventually I do find that where the Blazing Ore is and how to get it, so let's get straight into it, shall we? But first, Histoire is, it's interesting to see that she's there. I'll talk to her later. But right now, we're going to the Neo-Geofront, whatever, and yeah, we have to go and help out mages and hype the ninja. I'm sorry, I just haven't cared that much about this game that much ever since getting shocked. Because why should I? At this point, the game just wants me to suffer, so I'm just along for the ride at this point. And yeah, this is not going as well as I'd hoped. But it's going as well as I expected, considering I just lost all the useful characters, and now I'm stuck with this shit. And yeah, it's a lot of the same fucking enemies I've dealt with before. The goddamn box birds and the jellyfish fucking Pac-Man knockoffs and it's just gonna be a lot of fighting to get back to the point that we need to be in the story. Which means that this entire part is going to be just for this one dungeon, and it's going to be a rather nothing part. Ain't that great? Doesn't that just tickle your fancy, you goddamn fucking... But I don't have to fall asleep this time. I don't have to fucking go ahead and fall asleep on the mic. Just hoping for this to end. No, I've actually prepared something this time. Sure, it's not something I really wanted to do, considering it might hurt me more than you. But I'm gonna do it anyway, because I've done it in streams. And I usually find this shit funny. Terrible, but funny. And that is I'm going to read a fucking fanfic. Oh yeah, I know the consequences of doing this. And it's going to be a Neptunia fanfic. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a very adult one to really hurt you right now, but for now, I think what I have found will suffice. So enjoy the combat. But, I'm just gonna go ahead and read Hyperdimension Neptunia by some random tosser. Yeah, that's the author's name, some random tosser. Great fucking name. It's made back in 2012 at Christmas, so it's a Christmas story, even though it is March. Who cares? I could have read this back in December last year, but we didn't experience the shit we've experienced now at that point. So I mean, fuck it. So, let's begin, shall we? Wanna know how long it took me to write this? A bit over one day. Read that right. I started at 8:17 p.m. on the 23rd of December 2012. By the way, has vote ended yet? I'm afraid not, sir. And was finished before Christmas. Take that! Now, please indulge yourselves with the story of Hyperdimension Neptunia. And by the way, I'm not voice acting anything. I'm just gonna read this on my normal voice. So if you want to go in and voice act this, you can. I don't see the reason to because fuck you. Right. No matter what type of dimension it is, game industry is a land of many fantastic stories, and more are being made every day. Allow me to share one with you. This is the story of the birth of game industry's savior. The savior was born in a simpler time. Houses were not made from steel but from stone and wood. The clothing of the commoner consisted of tunics and robes rather than the intricately detailed clothing we wear today. Roads were not long lanes of bitumen, they were simply cleared paths. The only way this game industry was more advanced than our own was the fact that horses were used as transport. This is in stark contrast to today, in which we get around land entirely by foot, and we only use artificial transportation machines when we are going over the sea. Rather backwards, if you ask me. But I digress. Let's go to a small town called Neptune. You see, that was where we find one of our main characters. A purple-haired virgin girl by the name of Neptune. She was to be married to another woman by the name of Nor. The true goddess sent a fairy by the name of Hiswar to her. Upon finding her, Hiswar greeted Neptune with, "Hello there." Upon that moment, Neptune screamed and threw a book at the fairy. Did I mention that books were big and heavy back then? And we didn't have these computer books. "Who the haymaker are you?" the purple-haired girl shouted. "And why were you floating?" "Calm yourself, please." Hiswar slowly and weakly lifted herself into the air once more. "My name is Hiswar. I am a loyal servant of the true goddess. I was sent here to tell you that she favors you." Neptune had gotten over her shock and was processing what the Celestial began telling her. "Wait, the true goddess likes me?" she asked with a bland smile. "Well, that's cool. So what do I get? Candy? A new weapon? To level up? Oh, please tell me it's a new super move. Just zipping around the enemy of Neptune break gets boring pretty easily. I want something cooler, like my sword transformed into a dragon that breathes purple fire at my enemies." It was an amazing feat for Hiswar to follow Neptune's tangents. I guess that is part of the course of celestial beings. "No, not at all," answered the fairy. "However, you are correct that she has bestowed upon you a gift. The true goddess has given you a child that you will bring into this world." While Hiswar was expecting confusion from the young girl, she was of the opinion that 20 seconds was a bit long to be silent. Neptune? "What?" Neptune screamed. "How am I preggers? I've never done any funny stuff to anyone before, and especially not a boy. Boys have cooties. Oh no, what am I going to do? Nuwari's noggin's gonna be knocking for days." "Neptune, please," Hiswar shouted. "It is the true goddess's child. You are still a virgin. Now, this baby will grow up to become the savior of the game industry, ruling over it benevolently and leading it to prosperity." Whoa. Neptune placed one hand on the side of her head. That's one heck of destiny. "It will turn out well. Remember that you have the true goddess's favor. Please hold that close to your heart." And then Hiswar's body was veiled in a white light before she left. Many months had passed since then, so many in fact that it is now time for the savior to be born. Our dear Neptune had moved to the town of Davido with her fiancé, Noir. In some nearby fields were some other characters who are particularly important. In fact, the true goddess had sent Hiswar to inform them of the birth of the savior. The 3 wise men, shepherds, were tending to their flock in the night, which was a very difficult task for them as they were giant robots. Do not forget this is still game industry. Well, it sounds like an advantage. There were a lot of sheep to get into the pen, and they were all faster than the giant robot. "Get in there, damn it!" shouted Judge as he tried to direct some sheep into the pen. Well, he got most of them in, one managed to get around him. Surprising, really. One would figure out the sheep wouldn't try to defy him on the account of him looking quite terrifying, resembling a mechanical demon with his black armor, glowing green lines, a long double-bladed axe, large wings, and the ability to levitate a few inches off the ground. Ah, I'm sick of this! Trick, get this one! You got it! Trick, a yellow giant that looked more like a giant big yellow teddy dinosaur than an actual robot, reached for the sheep as it ran towards him. It maneuvered out of his range, however, most likely because he was sitting down and made no attempt whatsoever to stand up. Aw, Judge, you got away! Stand up and chase it, you useless sack of fat! Judge shouted back, giving the sheep a temporary opening to escape from. Oh, come on! Hard day, isn't it? Said Brave, a voice of reason within what is, of all intents and purposes, a giant toilet modeled after a Super Sentai robot. There was a giant sword that was more than capable of cutting you in half. Shut up, pansy! Finally, after half an hour, Brave and Judge got all of the sheep in the pen, while Trick was still sitting down. Right, that's all of them, said Judge as he dusted his mechanical hands. Trick, you suck. Hey! Trick pointed an offended finger at the black demon robot. I tried! Really? All I saw you do was sit on your ass with the flock ran circles around you! Judge yelled again. Fortunately, he swore I was on her way before the conflict could get any worse. It was the first nurse to hold a light headed their way in the night sky. Hey, guys. What? Shouted Judge angrily. What's that? Brave asked as he pointed at the light. Both Trick and Judge saw the light, but before they could say anything, his swaz light appeared in front of them. The light veiled, then faded away to reveal the blonde, purple-clad fairy. Hello, Free. She stopped talking once she got a good look at who she was talking to. Oh my! This is unexpected. Judge would have rolled his eyes, but being a giant robot with only camera lenses for eyes, he couldn't. Who are you and what do you want? He swore cleared her throat. My apologies. I am here to bring you good news that will bring much rejoice throughout the land. The savior of the game industry has been born in a small stable in Davidio. Allow me to show you the way. Iswa extended her arm towards the stable, and a light from the sky shone on it. Brave didn't particularly like Trick or Judge. However, if he had to choose one of them to keep a secret, and there wasn't anyone else within 5 miles, he'd go to Judge, who was insanely violent on the verge of a mental breakdown 24/7, but at the very least, he wasn't tricked. That very tentative bond allowed them to glance at each other, signaling between them that this was probably the most tiresome and unexpected thing to happen today. What does that have to do with us? Judge spoke up. Oh. What do you know? We can see that we have found a fake Nep. Great. Yeah, we'll stop the fucking fanfic for now and get straight back to the game because... Yeah, because we suck. Oh, great. She's here. How's it going, Falco? Looks like Falco's going to help us out and be a playable character. Great. Yeah, don't be fucking fooled. It's gonna be a bastard, I'm guessing. I'm glad you're here, though. That means I'm not gonna have too much problem. Yep, let's do the fight. Falcom has been added to the group. And now I can go ahead and switch Falcom around with this fucking DLC character here. Just kidding, it'll be with If, because it's got hearts already. The DLC will be here though Pesci will be in front, not fucking Plutia, because even though I think Plutia is interesting, she is kind of weak, so I'm not bothering. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what kind of moves Falcom here will be good with. Not really anything worth a fuck, to be honest. I guess Demon Summon will be my last one then. Even though Demon Summon has been extremely useless so far throughout this entire game. Let's just set up this to make sure it'll do me some good. And yes, I think strings will do. And I can't really upgrade anything else, so we're just gonna have to deal with what we got. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and just update this as well. You know, give her something useful. Let's see, what can I give her? Yeah, I don't see anything else that's worth a fuck outside of that. And that. Actually, maybe this will do. Okay, and I'll go ahead and give this a Nep Slash, even though I don't think I'll ever use any of this shit. And a Net Break. I think a Net Break will be nice. And a Terra... Yeah, we got some stronger moves now. I'm going to switch out Neptune's shit to be useful of this. And, as for all this other stuff, the edges here, I don't think I have much of a use for any of them, honestly. And yeah, this is essentially how everything's going to work out. You know what? I decided to go ahead and put them all back to Rush so I can have more for giving out a Mega D drive, or Power Slash at least. Yeah. High Break, that'll do. Okay, I think I'm ready now. Let's see. Soul Breaker, okay. What the fuck's with all these names and such for a Falcon? Well, she's a Dragon Slayer, apparently. She has a nice sword there. She's obviously an adventurer. I'll give her that. And, yeah, I think we're ready to go. Let's see how Falcom handles herself, considering I don't have that much of a good party anyway.
Time to shine! It's my turn!
And we are indeed fighting a fake Purple Heart. Who kinda sucks so far. She did not do a good job of trying to fight Pesci there. And this is also going about the same way as I would be expecting with this shit.
Heading in. My turn.
And yeah, this is how fake Purple Heart here is to be fought. I mean, it's the same as before. Just break the guard and, you know, then go crazy. I'm sorry, I don't have anything else to say about this one, to say anything unique or great about this fight, considering, you know, it's the same strategy. That Power Smash is pretty nice, though. The whole part now is just to talk about Falcom to see if she's worth a fuck or not. And so far, it's in the middle. Not really a big improvement. I mean, it's better than the fucking character we currently have right now, but I don't know. It's not that great. And of course, she does double attack. Great. Neptune still has a lot of health though, because sadly this Neptune here, this fake Purple Heart, is rather weak. She's not doing a whole lot of damage to me, though she is immune to lightning, which Neptune is kinda filled with. Demon Summon is still worthless though. Good to know that has not changed. Has anyone noticed that Falcom has not even been attacked by that shit yet? And also this cross combo. She already has better moves, and she's just using cross combo. Granted, it does, you know, do a lot of damage considering it's multiple hits and, you know. Oh, there we go, critical edge. Okay. You know, I say a lot of shit about the bad SP moves of Neptune, but critical edge deals more damage overall than cross combo and
What should I do?
this.
It's my
This just made it look a bigger joke. Because it's the same amount of damage as cross combo.
My turn.
That's pretty bad, honestly.
Not bad. Thunderbolts. Gonna beat you up.
And yeah, weakening this bitch ain't that easy.
I can't. What should I do?
Defend.
Jumping on.
Okay. I think now's not a good time to do the EXE drive move, so let's go ahead and see what Soul Breaker's about.
This is the end. Well, that's that. It's my turn.
Eh,
Here comes a big one.
I mean, wasn't that bad, but nothing, what the fuck. And there we go, Pesci makes the win.
Phew. No more. Let's keep this.
And we got more memory and such, so we did get something for it. But yeah, there we go. We did it. We beat a fake Neptune. Also, she is very happy for fighting Neptune. Even though she was not in the fight. What's going on? Really? Really? You know, they went out to do their own shit. And we're back to this crap. Great. Oh, I'm so happy to be back to... Well, we got Falco now, so I mean, we're probably going to be able to handle this a lot better now, but... Fucking hell. Right, now I need to know where the fuck I was in this.
Let your guard down, did you?
Let's see.
What should I do?
Oh yeah, found it. What does it have to do with us? The judge spoke up. He swore looked back at him, not expecting such an answer. I beg your pardon? Why should we care about some kid? And who says that they're going to save game industry? Continued. He is right, added Brave.
I'll put all that.
While a baby is indeed a wonderful gift, we are rather busy with our flock. Also, I fail to see how this concerns us. Who are you, anyway? He swore his eyes open. Eyes snapped open. Oh, I'm terribly sorry for not introducing us. My name is Histoire. I'm a heir of the true goddess, who is the mother of the Savior. Wait, interrupted the judge. This Savior is the true goddess's kid? Histoire nodded. That is absolutely right. Shrek could hardly contain himself. I want to see it! Brave, can we see? Can we go? Please, please, please! Brave was much like Judge, so he too could not roll his eyes. Well, I suppose he might as well if it is the child of the true goddess. He swore, let out a small breath of relief. I'm glad. Follow the lights to the stable and you will find a black-haired girl and a pink-haired girl named War and Neptune. The Savior is wrapped in cloth and in the manger. His sword then rose up to the air. I may see you again someday. Farewell, three wise men. As his sword disappeared into the heavens, the three giants stood there in confused silence. Pausing at his right at Judge and Brave. Three wise men? Let's not ask, Brave advised.
Whoa! What's this?
Neptune and her beloved Noir were in a stable in the town of Davidio. The both of them looking down at their newborn baby who was within the manger, wrapped in cloth and sleeping peacefully. Suddenly Noir turned to the door when she heard a knock at it. I wonder who that could be. I'm still gonna talk like that when it comes to Noir because she sounds like a bitch. She wondered aloud as she walked to the door. She opened it and found herself looking up. Hello, you must be Noir. Can we come in? Requested Brave with a standing trick on his left and a cross-armed Judge at his right. Noir's response was to slam the door as hard and fast as she could. Niori, who was that? Neptune inquired. No one, Neptune, Noir answered for a forced smile with her back pressed against the door. Hey, it took us ages to get here, Judge shouted. Let us in. We brought gifts, Trick continued. Neptune's head snapped towards the door. Gifts, you say? Neptune, no, Noir hissed. It's a trick. I assure you it isn't, Brave assured. We have brought with us Mir, okay, Frankincense, and Gola's tribute to the baby that will be Game Industry Savior. Neptune's irises somehow changed into bold green dollar signs. Gold, you say? Well, why didn't you just say so? Niori, let him in. Niori looked raged with her fucking hair out. After a great deal of effort relating to how each of the shepherds were large enough to require 2 by 2 doors to enter, and the stable only had 1 door, the 3 wise men were finally inside the stable. I apologize for the inconvenience, but we heard of the Savior child, from a fairy, and we decided we simply had to pay a visit. Brave apologized for Bow. Fuck. Ah, don't sweat it. Neptune, as normal, was very forgiving. Now, where's that gold? Right here! Trick waddled up to Neptune and opened the small bag, revealing the precious metal inside. Neptune licked her lips and drooled as she looked at it. Judge, meanwhile, had made his way to the throw to see the child inside. Hey, this the kid? The other presents had gathered around the infant. Yeppers? Sorry, let me try it again. Yeppers! Neptune affirmed. This here is Neptune's pride and joy. What a cutie, eh? Too true! Trick enthusiastically agreed. What cute hair! And so the 5 not children had gathered around the admirable baby. Each of them had great confidence that Neptune and Noir's offspring would grow up and bring Game Industry peace and prosperity forevermore. Yes, indeed, Game Industry Savior would be that man, Magus concluded. Ah! Screamed Falcom, as she nearly lost her balance staying on the wooden log. Fortunately, she never fell off and didn't get any dirt on her. 4 individuals were gathered around a campfire in the forest and were sharing horror stories amongst each other in the night. A frightened Falcon had short red hair tied into a ponytail at the back with a big white ribbon, a white tube top, short red sleeves, red short shorts, red and white shoes, black fingerless gloves with big white cuffs, and a large blue scarf around her neck. She was the youngest before, and she was still getting into the swing of being an adventurer, meaning that she did not know much about the world and was relatively easy to frighten. Guess who we have in our team right now? And guess who else we are going to be seeing in the next part? The storyteller was a slightly older girl by the name of Mages. She wore a pointy witch's hat over her long blue hair, a black dress, and a red tie under a white coat, gray stockings reaching up to her mid-thighs, and shiny black classy shoes. She was a rather serious person, which made her stories all the more terrifying when told for her deadpan voice. And we're nearly done, thank God. Whoa! That's a hell of a twist, Mages! Congratulated the tan-skinned CC. She was rather easily identified by her black and white dog tail and her black and white dog hat, which also had a pair of goggles with green lenses. If that wasn't enough, she had green hair and eyes, she wore a white tank top, white short shorts, and white thigh-high boots, all with green lines framing them. She also wore a pair of white and green thick-cut gloves over a pair of black sleeves that went halfway up her biceps. She was quite happy-go-lucky but a bit mischievous. A man's having Game Industry, Marvelous muttered. That scared the wits out of me any day. I think you went on a bit long, though. Marvelous was physically the oldest of the 4, and she seemed rather proud of that. Her rather large bust was hardly covered by her white button-up shirt that was held together by only one button. She wore a black miniskirt, and a gray jacket was tied around her waist with its sleeves. A black fingerless glove on her left hand and a thin red ribbon around her neck. Rather odd attire given the cold of the night, but oh well. I will agree that I took my time telling the story, Edge conceded. However, I felt it was necessary to get the tone across. Well, it scared us, so it paid off. CC responded with a smile. I guess we should all be thankful that we're never going to get a boy savior. Even mages smiled. I felt not even the most powerful of mages could conjure up such a being. Falco felt disturbed by something. Hey, does anyone feel that? Mother looked at her oddly. Feel what? And then they heard the screaming from the sky. Son of a bitch! I'll finish it next time because we're at the end now. Next time, we go to fight a boss fight, I guess. With mages and... You know what, fuck it, I'll see you then.